and welcome to the France24 interview. Our guest today is South Korea's Foreign Minister 강경화. She joins us via satellite from Seoul. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Mrs. Minister, South Korea has earned plaudits from around the globe for its tackling of the coronavirus pandemic. The number of infections dropped from 900 a day in late February to less than 30 per day. This without imposing any lockdowns and even holding legislative elections this week. What has South Korea done differently?
Let me first begin by expressing my solidarity and appreciation for all the medical staff and the frontline workers who are fighting this unprecedented health challenge around the world. I think the work has been remarkably valiant, but also very difficult, and that has certainly been the case in our country as well. My heartfelt sympathies to the victims and the families who've suddenly lost loved ones in this crisis. Governments are fighting this around the world, and so as government, our solidarity with the governments in the midst of this. As you say, things have stabilized here in my country. The numbers of new infections are now under 50, and that's been a continuing trend during the past week. So yes, we have acted quickly and preemptively, and that is not just our philosophy, but is a reflection of our recent experience. You may know that in 2014, we had a terrible ferry boat accident where we lost 304 lives in the midst of a very inept response by the government at the time. And that has been a collective trauma to all Korean people. And the following year, in 2015, we had a MERS outbreak that lasted for about 3 months, didn't affect that many people, but was very highly fatal. And I think the government's reaction then was also initially very intransparent and dismissive, and so heavily criticized. It came around, responded, and contained. So this government has been very determined to be prepared when disaster strikes. We may not be able to prevent disasters from striking, but we can do a lot to prepare so that we can minimize the human suffering and contain the socioeconomic consequences. So from the very beginning, we were of a mindset and a government machinery ready to act quickly and preemptively, and that is what we have done. And being uncompromisingly transparent and open in the process. Our fight about the virus is about robust testing, very vigorous tracing, and quick treatment of the patients. And in addition to transparent and open, we have also been very adaptive in adapting our response to the changing nature of this challenge of a new virus, the nature of which we don't fully understand as yet.
Right. Mrs. Foreign Minister, massive testing has been a key. There are reports that the United States has ordered some 600,000 testing kits from South Korea. Are you confirming that this is the case, that South Korea will send such amounts and even more testing kits to the U.S.?
Yes, we are. In fact, I think these are FDA approved, preliminary approval for these, quickly approved, and as a result of a conversation between my president and President Trump last month. So yes, I think the contracts have been signed, and they should be ready for shipment anytime soon.
Right. Obviously...
but we are also sending test kits to many other countries as well.